Hi guys. Today we're going to try to equip our Wolverine character a bit more. Essentially, that's pretty much what I did when I started playing Origin Crisis. Is that I grinded essentially I repeated the first the solo missions a handful of times in order to be able to gather enough gear so that my character at the time, which was Magneto, would be powerful enough to be able to do the four-man missions. And I thought naively that I'd gather gear then from the four-man missions and still from the solo. And then only once I felt my character was equipped enough, then I would start doing the eight-man missions, which kind of worked. The first time I did, I don't recall exactly which. I think it was Paradox Wave I did first, and it worked fine. Sure, it took a while, but we managed to do it the first time I was in there, and uh, everything went fine. Sadly, later on, since I did not have expert mods, when I would try to join a group for Origin Crisis 8-man mission, people would just say, "Oh, sorry, you don't have expert mods. We can't take you in the group." And I would tell them I would tell them. I already did Paradox Wave. I know how to do it. They just would say no, which is sad. So, but essentially, I still would suggest, especially now expert mods aren't that much of an issue anymore. So I would suggest people to gear up at least a bit before they start doing gear up a bit before you start doing the foreman missions because especially the part in Central City can get frustrating pretty quickly. And even the eight man missions, you still need a bit of gear to be able to do them. It's not as brutal as it used to be, but for a new player, it probably could be a headache more than anything else. So I'd suggest gearing up first, and then once you feel confident, uh, then going to do the group missions. So let's see if we can get some better gear for our Wolverine friend. So again, essentially, we have three chances to a piece of gear, and sadly, we will not have the weekly bonus, obviously. But still, we have three chances for a new piece of gear. If we're real lucky, we'll get three new pieces of gear. So if we're real lucky, we'll get three new pieces of gear. If we're not so lucky, maybe we'll get one, but it could happen that we get nothing we need or we can actually use. So
Just a little order. Destroy all of these failed clones quickly. Oh no! What's happening? Goodbye! You helped Cesaro!
so again, we don't need those scientists anymore. So let's get rid of them. And no idea if it's one of the clones we already fought before. Doesn't matter. If I'm not mistaken, there's four different clones that you can face. So again, that console gets activated. And now the first thing I do is I get rid of those annoying little pests. I will let this one run out. I will show you what actually happens if you fail to destroy the console. Essentially, there's a guard that joins the battle. And let's show you the guard properly. There was a bunch of scientists before, so maybe you didn't even notice the guard. So here's our little friend, the guard. So essentially, each console, if you don't destroy them, will summon a guard. So early on, you could end up with one guard, all the scientists, and this little shield guy.
Initializing extermination turret test. Target the clone tube. You're not allowed in here. Activate the Sentinel and bring those turrets back online now.
So again, going after the pests first. The scientists now are fairly squishy. They used to be a lot tougher, which was a bit crazy when you think about it at first. You had Bizarro, which is a Superman level strength, and you had a hard time just killing a handful of scientists. I can understand that they made them a little tougher so that you don't end up killing them all by accident. But still, it was a bit strange at first. So again, I will try and show the best way to do it at first. If you just started this mission for the first time. So ideally, what I do is I clear out everything, all the guards, all the scientists. You clear them all out. Hi there, just doing a few missions with our friend the Wolverine. Although right now it's our friend Bizarro, but well. So ideally, I would try and clear out everything, and I will try not to. Crap. I guess we got lucky. So we try not to destroy the barrel, in case we end up needing it. And let's not be afraid to go all the way back and get the little healing barrel over here. One way or the other, it's the same thing. As you can see, the fire effect did not render. It happens. Oh, now it did. So as you saw, the we had a tell telling us that the little guy wasn't really blocking. That he was blocking, but that he would attack us. And let's say you're in trouble and you need the other barrel. Don't be afraid to go back and go and get it. Pick it up, bring it back. And I use a flame breath a lot because the thing I really enjoy about it is that it's a damage over time. So if you can give a full blast of flame breath, uh, not only does the flame breath damage the target, but also it'll damage it over time. So the target will catch on fire, and then it will keep on getting a little bits of damage. So it will catch on fire and then it will keep on getting little bits of damage. So I won't even look at what we got so far. I'm going to do the Huntress mission first. And then we're going to look at all the loot we got from both those missions. So again, we're going to go speak to our friend, Future Batman.
Remember, this is a simulation, so reenact this moment as you see fit.
And let's get started. As always, you have your little test dummy if you need to test out your powers, which is understandable if you've never played dual pistols, or if you've never played the Huntress character in Legends. It'd be normal if you didn't know what to do. I was lucky when I did this mission. Essentially, my first character was the Phantom using dual pistols. So I was able to switch to dual pistols and already be comfortable with a Huntress, even though I had never really played her in Legends. Uh, Knowing how to use the dual pistols pretty much allowed me to know how to pretty much gave me an edge when I first did this mission. But I can understand someone who wasn't familiar with the dual pistols at all, and wasn't familiar also with the various abilities. It took some getting used to. So essentially, I would start with the dual pistols, pretty much up to the part where I end up stuck in the ventilation shaft, or not the elevator shaft. And you can see here, like when you see that little thing here, it means that the guy we're going to face at the end is Bane. Unless we decide to fight Santo Casamento. So let's activate our little console here. So again, usually where we saw the gas canister, either we get that canister, or we get a much bigger canister, which is for the Scarecrow. So usually here, either we'll get this canister for Bane, or we'll get like a big gas barrel for the Scarecrow, a huge cage for Killer Croc, or a bag of money for Hush. I think these are the only four. Or if we decide to, we can fight Santo Casamento, depending on the choice we make at the end of the mission. Uh, this is what could happen. So again, we have to. We could try and sneak past the guards. I'll show what happens. I'll show a good way to try to get past the guards without sneaking past them. Essentially, the best way is to try to attract one of them. Let's try to attract this one. And by now, you can say I switched to martial arts. So we got one. Let's try and see if we can get the second one without alerting the other one. He's all the way back. Let's be patient and we'll wait for him here. So essentially, we're going to wait for him to get all the way over here so that the little guy over there doesn't join into the fight. And also not to alert the guy at the end so that he doesn't activate the alarm himself. That's close enough. As you see, the guy was trying to run to the alarm. Usually that's what's going to happen. Like the guards will try to run to the alarm and activate it. So you have to prevent them from doing that, and you have to defeat them. And if they activate the alarm, it summons even more guards, which you don't want. So essentially, we defeated all three of them,
Type in the password, and I won't break all your fingers.
which makes more sense once you see the other cinematic.
Can I go now?
Oh, we didn't see the cinematic. Usually, you see a cinematic where you see the guards on the lying on the floor. And essentially, the first time we did the mission here and avoided all the guards, you could see the guards lying on the floor, which made little sense since we did not defeat them. We avoided them. And ironically enough, now we did defeat them and we did not get them. Uh, Whatever. These are mysteries of the DC universe, I suppose. So we bring our little barrel here because why not? It was there.
Will be served.
So as you saw, our friend tried to taser pull us. I should have. That's okay. Usually, what the guy tries to do is he tries to taser pull us so that we're stuck paralyzed here, and then he activates this little console over here, which activates some fire right here, which pretty much cook us alive. So you have to break out and you have to attack him before he can activate the console. So again, let's activate the console. And no reason not to go and grab that barrel over here and use it. It'll do.
Santo Casamento, the dawn of the Casamento family. Explain to me why the FBI has a photo of you with my mother. If you even think about raising an alarm, I'll shoot you where you stand.
The Huntress. How nice of you to visit. And to answer your question, your mother, Maria, and I were, very close.
Liar. You made the
So you
order
can see
to kill
those
my mother.
gas canister that are appearing in the
Will
BG.
be too.
It's something we're going to be able to use while fighting Bane if we want. It somehow incapacitates him a bit.
Maria.
The sad part is that while you're fiddling to try to activate the canister, Bane will pretty much beat the crap out of you. So I usually don't bother with the canisters.
Now, before you got here, I was in the middle of negotiating a contract with a new friend of mine. Someone you may know. Bane, if you would kindly remove her from this building, I'll raise my buying price by 10%.
So let's start by breaking this little friend here, because why not? It's there. And let's try to pull Bane away. Like right now, we could try and use one of those canisters. I'll try and use it. So you see, it creates some sort of gas, but Bane was nowhere close, so it didn't really work. There you go. But more often than not, you try to activate the canisters and Bane beat the snot out of you. You have to try and incapacitate him if you can first. And even then, sometimes he gets up faster than you can activate the canister. So we don't really need it, but there's a barrel over here, so let's use it.
You kids need a lesson.
You get no brownie points from doing the mission without using any barrels, so might as well use them. So we're pretty much done here, so we can leave. And now let's look at what we got in those missions. Now let's watch TV while we do that. So what did we get? Oh, that's probably something we got from the vault. So we got a tank ring, useless. Tank shoulders, useless. Healer shoulders, useless. Healer boots, useless. Healer necklace, useless. So the only thing good we got was the back piece. So let's equip the back piece. And I guess we have to pay our rent to our mainframe. Let's do that right now before we forget. Okay, let's replace it right now. Let's replace it right now. Yeah, we wasted a bit of money, but it's makes it less annoying. So okay, we're good to go. I freaking hate those rent. No idea who thought this was a good idea, and still think it is a good idea, but I really hate those. So let's go and print all our armories. No, let's put our mod first before we also forget. So essentially we can put up I usually put the breakout protection mod. Oh, well, maybe we could try the Berserker one. Would be in character with the Wolverine, I suppose. Yeah, let's try this one. Why not? So we can re-imprint all our armories with our new back piece. Oh, then let's check. I didn't check in a while. Maybe I'll have a new skill point. So let's equip that too. So essentially, we got martial arts, um, and blasters or pistols. Okay. So again, we can't buy the hand blaster master yet. We need 20 points in hand blasters before we can manage to do that. So we should be close. So let's take some vitalization for our controller. Then let's do all the other ones too. So let's switch the back piece. Let's go for the skill point. And this one we probably went with dual pistols. Oh yeah. So there we go. At this point, it doesn't matter all that much, but why not? I will most likely respec before long so that I can reassign all my skill points properly. Oh, forgot the back piece. There we go. And let's go do some selling, repairing, and crafting. So let's sell the junk that is not useful to us at all. So as you saw, out of 6 pieces, one of them was even usable by us. So that's pretty much the luck of the draw, I suppose. So let's. Did I do what I think I did? Oh no, okay. Come on. So as you can see, our list of mods or of items we can craft is getting longer and longer. Meaning that, and also usually we'll use the stuff towards the end of the list. So hopefully someday they'll change the interface because essentially what you have to do is either you scroll through the whole thing or you have to minimize everything and then once you reach the thing you want to use, then you can use it. It's more than a bit annoying. I'm not sure why though. There's some gear that I cannot sell, but I can salvage. Let's see again. Oh, we can sell. Oh no, I don't want to salvage this. Okay. So essentially, I'm keeping those. Like the tomahawk will. If I put 1 point in dual wield, which I probably should have done. Once I put 1 point in dual wield, it will raise my overall combat rating. And the same with the tech bow. Well, the tech bow is more for the style actually. But if I put 1 point in dual wielding, essentially the tomahawk will give a boost to my combat rating. So I'll probably go from 87 to I don't know 88, 89 maybe. So that was pretty much it for now. I probably could do some Gotham Wasteland missions. I'll do them later. So essentially, what we're trying to do right now is to gear up our character a bit more so that he can be more powerful. And at some point, I'll probably do some four-man missions with it. But I'll probably try to gear it a bit more first. Essentially, there's ideally if we should try and aim to get a full 80, 81 or 83, anywhere between 81 and 83 gear. Maybe not the mask or the neck. We could probably get one. But if we can get some better gloves, better belt, better boots, and better pants, then we'll be in a good position to start doing possibly four-man missions. The first one I'll probably do is Sons of Trigon for various reasons. I guess we'll have to wait and see. So that's it for now. So hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.